Still cold out there this morning. I know we've been talking a lot about a warm-up. It will get underway, especially later in the work week here, especially around the Thursday, Friday time frame. That's a live look out towards Kroger Field early this morning. It's quiet. Talked about this last week. We're getting into the Geminid meteor shower, and it's one of the best of the year. It runs December 4th through the 17th, so we are in it, but the peak is December 13th through 14th, this Sunday into Monday. You want to get out there around about 2 a.m. Now, I've had a few reports of folks actually seeing some already. And we've got some good weather as far as viewing is concerned because these clouds are going to start to break up a little bit later in the week and the temperature won't be quite so cold. So if you've been maybe putting it off because of the active weather that we had, you can't see anything or it's just too cold to be out there, we may have a bit of a sweet spot later this week that we'll talk about. Snow showers diminishing across the mountains early this morning. High pressure ridging in. Notice that we've got some clouds hanging around this morning. But what's going to end up happening is this ridge is going to eventually meander off toward the east coast, the mid-Atlantic states. And we'll start to set more of a south to southwesterly flow up at the surface, which means we're going to start to warm things up. And as that happens, we'll also have, for the most part, mostly sunny skies during the day, mostly clear skies during the overnight hours, which means it'll be a little more pleasant to be outside. Because right now it's just flat out cold. It's 25 degrees in Lexington. Fortunately, not a lot of wind, but there's a little bit of a wind chill factor. It feels like it's 21. And the future track shows our below normal temperatures eventually going back above normal later this week. This is going into the early part of the weekend. And then, as is usual, you'll have the backlash. We'll cool down again early next week. And then there's the potential for another warm-up beyond that. Now, it's getting ever closer to Christmas. And the big question every year as we get closer to Christmas, what's the potential for maybe having a little snow around? And a lot of folks are primed because we had that big snow at the end of November. Well, no snow anytime soon. We hit 60 Friday. That pretty much negates that. And then temperatures back down around and below average early next week. This is the Future Track 10-day future snowfall from the European computer model. It's just a computer model. It's not a forecast. But notice how you get these bands. There's one getting into mid-December, next in December 16th, 17th, another possibly a little closer to home. This is leading you up ever closer to Christmas. It's an indication that there will be some active storm tracks, and no surprise here as the low passes by that snow is shunted off to the northwest of the surface low there. So yeah, there's the potential out there. It's just way too early to say. It's all about the timing as to whether or not the storm's coming through. We've got sufficient cold air in place. So yeah, it's a possibility. We'll keep an eye on it later in the month. We're still way early in the game. 40s in Frankfort for the high today. Upper 30s possibly into our eastern counties, say around Flemingsburg, West Liberty. Clouds may be a little slower to break into our eastern Kentucky mountain counties. And then you drop southeast, it's more of the same in the mountains. Upper 30s for Hyden, Hazard. The Lakes region, clouds a little quicker to break, so you could get into the low 40s today. So yeah, it's not going to be incredibly warm, but check it out. Talking about that meteor viewing. Overnight lows are still going to be cold, but they'll at least be above freezing. And so, yeah, we will have slightly better conditions later in the week. It won't be ideal for the upcoming weekend showers coming in, but hopefully we get that through Saturday and Sunday and then break those clouds Sunday night into early Monday morning.